Hi traders, today's hot tip is how to be wrong and still make money. Because basically I started the day, or started the US session on the wrong side of the Dow. I bought this support, it moved up into this resistance and then sold off. So what I did was, when I realized that I was on the wrong side of this and I was getting stopped out, the stop out was a big signal to me. If something isn't working, if in one direction, then hey, it could easily be that I'm on the wrong side of the market, and it's worthwhile trying at least one trade just to see if I can get the direction of the market. So what I did was I bought this up here. It sold at resistance, so I then started shorting here, and then got this, started to leg this down. I didn't sit in here all the time. I legged it down, waited till towards the end of the session, and then took another breakdown. Okay, so that's my hot tip of the day. If you get stopped out, stand back, reassess, draw up your charts, look at the support and resistance, and see where you are. Now, the other thing to note with this market was that the 15-minute chart, and this is a session that I like to, this is a range I like to trade here. I've marked here and here. We went into the top of that range and then started to sell, and for a while it looked as if S2 was going to hold, and with this low RSI we just stayed low RSI all day long. We came down to S3 and we even bust through S3. That's how weak we were. Right, where does that leave us now? This is the daily chart, and one good way of trying to gauge where the market could go is to use these monthly pivots. Non-farm payroll tomorrow, so I'm going to stay well out of the way and then see if I can get a pullback to that resistance level there. Bear markets are generally much more profitable than bull markets for someone like a Dow trader, a day trader in the Dow market. You can see it's taken a long time to get up here. It's on low volume. Talked about this at the weekend, the distribution pattern. Just peaking above this channel on low volume. We had very low volume while we're up here, and here we are just breaking down nicely. What I don't want to do is start visualizing the trades. I don't want to look at this and think, okay, we're going to hit S3. If you're a swing trader, then you need to look into that if you want to capture some of this. When I say look into that, I mean you actually need to get in short up here with a stop above here, assuming you're not already in it. And if you're a day trader, just look for these resistance levels, either this monthly pivot or this level up here. Those levels are right. So 760, 750, 760 is an area I would look for. Because of that, so many touches of that line there. Actually, that's reading at 750, 760. To see if we, at some stage in the not too distant future, we are highly likely, not certain, but highly likely to at least come to the bottom of this channel. Now, the fact we bust through so aggressively, we could even come out of this channel and come down here to 15,900 or 16,000. Okay. So that's what I'll be looking for tomorrow. This is a nice triangle up here, which we're out of. So any retests, any kisses on the underside of that base is a good point to get in. Forex has been very quiet. I actually think the pound yen might roll over. Either we're resting after a big day, or we could give way. There's a lot of resistance around here. If we break 172.60, I think this is toast. Break this trend line, and this is a massive wedge. Massive wedge. So we could stay in here a little while longer. Whichever way we break out is the trend for the foreseeable future. So I'm very wary of Forex at the moment. Forex, the only thing I do like is this pound Aussie dollar. Talked about this over the weekend. Massive monthly base down there. Any pullbacks into this are to be bought. I can potentially, so we'll see where we are at 183. But another touch of that, and either we'll roll over or we'll bust through and get back up to these highs. I think we are likely to bust up. I think that's it's a potentially a massive bull flag. This is the flagpole. This is the flag, and the bottom of this flag is to be bought to see if we can get back to the top of the flag and potentially break through. Okay, that's one of the few Forex charts I like at the moment. The pound is a bit of a hammer-like bar, but I don't trust that. I think at least it needs to come to test 168. So I would keep shorting. And the Aussie US is fairly static. That's hit monthly F3, and the Euro Yen is just holding up. Again, if we start closing under at 137, then it could roll over and start to come down to 133.70. Oil is selling off nicely. A lovely distribution pattern again. We're in a box. Typically in a box, you would flap around in the box, but come out one side, come out the other, as we have done here. But if this is going to be a short, then you fail round about the halfway mark and then drop down. So I think now we've failed this box. The depth of this box is about 600 points odd. So I think we're actually coming down. We could potentially come down all that way. The depth of the box is that's not much help. That depth there is likely to be repeated if I move that under here. So I think we could be looking at further drops. So any pullbacks now to 99, 98, 80 are to be shorted. We are very low RSI though, so just be warned. And my stocks, red right across the board. I wasn't in this anyway, I'm just watching that as price line. I've taken profits in Yahoo and profits in LinkedIn. Thought I got out a little bit early. That's a sell signal. New high, close below next day. That's a sell signal. So be very wary. We were just some distance away from the 8 on LinkedIn anyway. I think that's short at 183. Let's see if we can come down and retest that lower area. Let's look at something that's just touching the 8, but getting weaker. I'll have to do a scan for high RSI, but I'm in Barclays, and Barclays just pulled back that monthly pivot, so I'll hang on to that because I got in at 210, we're currently 225. I'll just give that a little bit longer, but that could be vulnerable. It could be very vulnerable. We've got a gap there that could want to fill that gap. WFM. I tried to get filled on that, took my order away, and I'm still watching it. I'm still very much watching it, but not in that moment. Okay, I'll leave it there. I will do some scans and give you some more in-depth feedback over the weekend. Okay, thanks. Bye for now.